Yeah, gonna pop in. Oh, hang on. Nope. Right, this. What the photos, the original. Somebody chucked this out. Not this table, none of this. It was just bare grey Formica, grey legs. Absolute junk to them. It had a little net underneath, like where your legs, the baby's legs can come out and they can have the tea, you know, the dinner or whatever. Tinker about while the parents are busy. They chucked it away. It's rubbish to them. Well, someone's trash is someone's treasure. And they've got a healthy baby, obviously, grown out of it and everything, so they chucked it away. So I painted the legs, got a clean under there actually. Lacquered all the legs up, glossed them all up, lacquered all the legs and the nice effects and everything. You can see that. Put some rubber feet on like you would in a high chair, or you know. Put a mandala on the top. Oh! Can't see that because of the lighting, but that's the mandala. That's that old granny knitting. That's crochet. That's that lace doily type stuff. Thanks to mandala, look. Okay. Good stencils there. Got loads of like fractal work. Painted it all up. Bit of black paint. Bit of gold. I should have added a bit more effects to it. I'm tempted to do more to that, to be honest with you. And they've obviously chucked it away because it's got a couple of little chips here, look. A bit of chip there. And I've got a bit of 24 karat gold leaf in the cupboard for when I'm making organics. So I'm tempted to put a bit more pearlescent stuff in and just go a bit more crazy on it. And fill in the bits in Japan. They do a beautiful thing where if they break a teapot or a saucer or a plate or anything of china, or, you know, anything like pottery or anything like that, they break it or they seal it with gold, 24 karat gold leaf. So when they glue it back together again, it's more beautiful than when it was first made. So it's not actually broken, it's more beautiful, do you know what I mean? So I'm tempted to actually mix up a bit of epoxy resin and add some gold leaf in there and just fill that in so it's nice and smooth. Some decals, bit of yacht varnish, or spray varnish, whatever you want to use. Fish bowl. I've just added a few pebbles to it just to jazz it up a bit. Put a plant in there, bit of soil, bit of lighting for effect. Because this room gets quite cold during the winter and these need a certain temperature, these plants. So, and this room can actually drop really cold. It's like a green. I've got a lot of windows in here, so in the winter, if the radiators ain't on and stuff like that, it literally can drop to greenhouse temperatures. So you've got that under there, keeping the roots warm and that kind of thing. So as the baby grows, which I think this is a fair trade. They've got a healthy child and stuff like that. They didn't want the table, they chucked it. Put some rubber feet on as well, look. They were a couple of quid from B&Q. So they got a healthy child and stuff like that. I saw that as trash and done it up. So it's a nice thing. Complete rubbish. They didn't want it, they chucked it, it was scrap. Everything can be used again and recycled and that kind of thing. So But I'm tempted because I've got a few more little paint effects that I can do on that, just to really finish it off. There's a few transparents and stuff like that, you know, bang a bit of the airbrush on and whatnot, and just hang a bit of transparent on and just really make that a nice thing. There you go. So I've got a couple more projects to work on now. There's my hallway. This is my futuristic, inspired from all sorts of stuff like Geiger and things like that. This is like a barometer. I was looking for a barometer, and there's lots out there on eBay, but this was like really battered and tattered. It's from early 1940s, but I liked it because it had the zodiac design on and it was different from all the others. £15 that was, it was battered up, works a treat, works beautifully, absolutely beautifully, still works perfectly. So just neaten that all up, it's kind of like a steampunky, do you know what I mean? Add some LEDs, not expensive, it's light shade, £12 B&M. Magnetic butterflies. You can see this because of the light. Magnetic butterflies. So at night they're like moths, like to a light, but in the daylight they're like in the summertime. Look. Oh, come here you. Come here you little bugger. Look. A stick. Couple of quid, eBay, Amazon, shop around. Find yourself a bargain, create some stuff. That's new. That's £4 or £5. Old ironwork. It's reclaimed timber that I've scrubbed that I found in a pile of absolute rubbish. That's old like Victorian curiosity, taxidermy type stuff, but I blinged it. Stained all that's new as well, the dome. Stained it all up with a bit of cheap bling. All sorts of stuff you can do. This is like futuristic stuff. Mirrors. £14.99 in the range though. I paid £9 for that years ago from a charity. Hot Foundation. I just add bits and bobs and smash it all together. But there's like bed pillars with fractal work, and this is all like crochet stuff from grannies and knitting and things like that. I live in an old mill. It's all cherry blossom winding round it and everything. I live in an old mill where they used to make all this stuff. Like 1755 or whatever it was. So now I'm working on this. This is like shaman stuff. This is like the darkness of the jungle or whatever. You never go into the jungle at night because there's spirits in there, but you never come out. There's millipedes and centipedes and tarantulas and all sorts of stuff. And these shamans used to scare the people of the clearing that they made, where they lived, not to go in there at night, because if you don't know where you're going, you might not come out, you will get lost in there because it is so thick and dense. They used to worry them about it. But I've got a few more bits and bobs. I'm going to put some Fablon. I'm going to create some nice weird strange flowers and stick it to that tree, and do you know what I mean? So it looks like that right now. And this is like some sort of great gate crasher. The CD cover. So I've had a couple of glasses of wine. This is all like tribal art and things like that. But it's all like industrial, from train lines and train tracks and iron and forging and steel and smoke and meteorites and everything's in it. It's like a time capsule, basically. It's going mental in here, isn't it? That's what you do in lockdown when you've got nothing to do. Because a guy made airbrushing famous. He was the guy who actually kicked off all the airbrush thing that made it like really famous. But he was friends with Dali, so I put a Dali print on, you see, so. But it's quite gruesome, isn't it? I mean, look at it. It's a bit, quite macabre, so I've added a bit of beauty to it as well. I don't know, time's slipping away, look. This is just different stuff built up, layers, 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 layers. Just build it up and build it up. LEDs. Hang on.